We all know what the story over the last 36 hours has been, if not longer. The story involving the Ocean Gate Titanic submarine tragedy. The submersible allegedly imploded the submarine. I don't want to put the video up there, but if you went online and you went on the video and you're trying to wonder how that looks based on the device that they were in, the machination, the machinery that they were in, the 5 people who passed away, and I don't have their names in front of me, but certainly my condolences go out to all of them and the loved ones of all of these people who tragically, because it is a tragedy, who tragically lost their lives. And it became official yesterday. Put that video back up, Jay, showing the length and the size of this device. Length is 22 feet. Capacity 5 people for a grand total of 96 hours. For those of you who don't know, that would be 4 days. The depths it was believed to be able to go to was 13,123 feet. It imploded. OceanGate CEO Stockton Rush wore a hard hat and stood next to one of his submersible crafts last year, full of enthusiasm, and he's told a bunch of students about the thrills and perils of being a deep-sea explorer. He said, quote, "The key element in any expedition is you got to be thinking, what could go wrong? What can I do to mitigate that risk?" This is what he told students via a live web stream prior to one of his voyages. Despite such planning, he conceded, something always bites you that you did not expect. That is what he said last year, talking to students. He was the CEO of OceanGate and the pilot of the ill-fated Titan submersible that imploded this week, diving to the Titanic wreckage. Understood the dangers of his endeavor, and his comments to the students seemed tragically prophetic. A U.S. Coast Guard official said Thursday authorities had begun to map the debris of his vessel about 1,600 feet from the Titanic wreck. However, since the catastrophe occurred in international waters, authorities are discussing how an investigation would unfold, the official said, but experts agree that any inquiry is sure to question the design of the craft, the materials used to build it, and whether Rush and his company should have done more to avert such a deadly outcome. Reading from a story on CNN. I don't think I need to say any more about the details in regards to that. Personally speaking, I don't even know what the investigation is for. They found debris on the ocean floor near the Titanic. 400 miles east of Nantucket is where they found it. They said the submersible had descended nearly 2.5 miles toward the ocean floor. They said the pressure's enormous down there. That's what they said. Where the Titanic rests, and we all know what the Titanic is. We don't need to call the movie or the song to know what the Titanic is. 12,500 feet. The pressure is nearly 380 times greater than on the surface where we are now. This is according to a professor, Luke Will, professor and chairman of physics at Florida Atlantic University. They went on to say, at 12,500 feet, the pressure is more than 4,400 pounds per square inch. That's what they said. How large was the initial search area? They said it was twice the size of Connecticut, about 12,000 square miles, Coast Guard officials said, and it extended as much as 2.5 miles deep. I think I speak for everybody, or at least 99% of the population. My heart goes out to all the people who passed away and their loved ones. It's a tragedy. But certain things in life, dare I say, are unnecessary. Ladies and gentlemen, I love the movie Aquaman with Jason Momoa. I love it. Some people liked it better than others. I personally loved it. Every time I see movies like that, it reminds me of how badly I wish I could. Sometimes, you know, you're growing up and you want to be a superhero. I wish I was Superman because I could fly. I don't consider Batman a Superman. I just consider him a human being with a nice costume on. I certainly felt the same about Robin. But Thor with the hammer that can go into other galaxies. I mean, that's a superhero. The Hulk, because of his strength, his power, his size, and the fact that bullets didn't hurt him. I mean, you can see that. Superman, he was bulletproof. Bullets bounced right off of him. Lex Luthor couldn't hurt him. Okay, get all that, right? But I gotta tell you, when I watched Jason Momoa in Aquaman, it had me wishing I was Aquaman. Because the depths of the sea and stuff like that, the stuff that you see, I mean, you just know that, you wish you could do stuff like that, but you really, really can't. See, I'm not the most adventurous brother in the world. I'm not trying to skydive. It's hard enough for me to get on a plane. I ain't trying to skydive. I'm not a fish. I'm not a mammal. I can't breathe underwater like that. I'm not trying to go deep sea diving. I'm still mad at Shaq when he did that damn thing with the experiment with the sharks. I'm like, what the hell's wrong with you? You got kids. You got family. That ain't meant for you to be down there. Scuba diving equipment and all of that stuff notwithstanding. It ain't meant for it. I understand we got to research everything. Got to know everything. Science is science. Is that what these folks were doing? Because I'm not aware. And by the way, when we going to get over the Titanic? All right, it's a ship that sunk. Leonardo DiCaprio, and we appreciate you. Okay, we got it. You did a great, great job acting in the movie. I understand. I really do. I really do. But what's this fascination with the Titanic? It's a ship that sank. How many lives were lost? Was it 1,000? Huh? About 2,000? Damn, I thought it was 1,000. I mean, what's up with us? What's up with us? And one of the guys, his son, 19 years of age, died. Didn't even want to go. Just went because he wanted to spend Father's Day with his daddy, and his daddy wanted to do that. You just wanted 1,500 died in the Titanic. I just got the number accurately. 1,500 people. There are just certain things that it just does leave me. I'm not laughing. I'm not joking. I'm not making light of people who passed away. God rest their wonderful souls. But forgive me for thinking about the expression that curiosity does kill a cat. Why are you that damn curious? I mean, you want to put on something and go into the ocean, in the islands or whatever, and dive 10 feet deep. You understand? So you can swim with the fish or whatever. I guess that's reasonable. What in God's name would make you think it's okay to get in a submersible? All right. How many feet was that, Jay?
4,000.
No. I'm talking about the size of it. There are 5 people fitting in there. 5 people. Last time I don't think they had a toilet. So what? Why? I'm just looking at certain things, and you can't turn the channel everywhere you turn. They got it on. I mean, it interrupted the soap operas. It interrupted other shows. What is there to say? Investigate what? Who does not know that a human being does not need to be 2 miles below sea level in the ocean? In those dark, cold waters. Who doesn't know that? 22 feet, 5 people, 22 feet, 5 people in a submarine with the capacity to be there for 96 hours. I know he was a deep sea explorer. I'm talking about Mr. Rush, along with others. Stockton, Rush, and others there. I understand it was a fascination of his. It was a passion of his. And I guess I can't summarily dismiss the importance of science and anything we can grasp from that. But even as the search was going on, it's some device that noticed debris on the ocean floor that enabled the Coast Guard to be able to make the decision that without question they didn't survive. We can go into how long they knew and all of this other stuff. People complaining about how it took them so long to come to that conclusion. They knew for days that this had happened. I'm not getting into all of that. What I'm getting into is one thing and one thing only. Why? Why? What was there to find out from the Titanic that we haven't already heard over the years? Why was it that important? One of the things to me that harms us as a society is our endless curiosity about everything. So many people are just so too damn inquisitive. Certain things I don't care to know. I don't desire to know how it feels to be a bird. I don't desire to know how it feels to be a whale or a dolphin or a shark. I'm a man. I'm a human being. I don't have that level of curiosity like that. I just don't. I'm good with anything on land. I'm nervous with anything in the air or in the sea. Because I ain't a bird. And I ain't a fish or a shark or a whale or somebody. That's just me. Human beings don't belong 12,500 feet or more below sea level. I think everybody knows that. And when something like this happens, it's just a reminder of nature saying to us, you don't belong here. Maybe I'm wrong, but that's just me.